Hey, how are you? Remember him? This is him now. Feel old yet? Look, I know I'm coming at you like your youth pastor right now, but trust me, okay? I have something important to say. Anyway, today's video is a little less serious. My last video covered the nature of art and the complexity of creativity and creating things. I just want to talk about raisins. Picture this. You're in elementary school and you sit down for lunch. Your mom packed your lunch this morning and you are starving. Now, your friends always get the cool stuff like Lunchables and Capri Suns, but you know your family can't afford that. As you contemplate your inferior snacks, you open your lunchbox and see a singular box of raisins looking back at you. Now, most kids would be horrified at this discovery, but for me, I loved this. I loved raisins. Aww. Which seems to be an unpopular opinion for some reason. Raisins have become the most hated food in the world. I don't know why. Hey, real quick, I was editing the video just now, and I just wanted to bring up the nightmare that was the 1986 California Raisins commercial. I'm 99% sure that this video is the Antichrist. This video has to be a sin. There's no way that God smiles down upon this. Anyway, that's all. Back to the video. A lot of polls I've seen online say that most people either hate raisins or are indifferent to them, which is wild to me. I never knew that people hated raisins this much. Now, from what I can tell, the main thing that most people don't like about raisins is that they hide themselves in everyday baked goods, waiting for unsuspecting fools that think they're chocolate chips. Which is fair enough. I also don't like being jump scared by a depressed grape when I'm expecting chocolatey goodness. But that's not the raisin's fault. Don't take your anger out on this little guy. Aww. Real quick, I want to say a quick thank you to Lauren Cabral for making this article. I will leave a link to it in the description because most of the information from this segment came from this article. So yeah, just a quick shout out to her. According to this the article, raisins were accidentally discovered by ancient Mediterranean people when they found that the sun dried out the grapes from a vine. They became immensely popular as a ration during the Punic War, and as well as their health benefits. And yes, as a reward for sporting events. Now, raisins wouldn't be popularized outside the Mediterranean area until the 11th century, when knights would bring them home from their journeys in the Mediterranean areas. This stuff was crack to Europeans. I don't know what it was. They loved this stuff. Suddenly, raisin business is booming, baby. In 1492, raisins were used for rations in the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, meaning that raisins were now in America, baby. And the rest is history. California became one of the leading raisin producers in the world, and the hatred of raisins was born. Now, if it wasn't made clear by now, I love raisins. I love their flavor, I love their texture, I love everything about them. In fact, I was eating raisins when I wrote this script. In fact, I'm eating raisins right now. I'm not, but you believe me, and that's what matters. And if we can't agree on whether or not raisins are good or bad, then at least we can agree on one thing. Cranberries are shit.